Fellow Kislevites, welcome back to the Ice Court. HeirofCarthage here, and I will be playing again today as our beloved Norscans and Katarin as we attempt to defend the lands of Kislev while also striking out into the realms of chaos. And I do believe that that is where Norscans and Katarin is right now. It is. She is traversing the realm of the Plague Lord. Yuck. What a place to be. It's like all of us, like a month or two ago, like a few, I mean, less people now. I know it's still good. It's like all of, like, I felt like everybody and their dog was sick here where I lived, like the last 2 months straight. Fortunately, it's been better recently and continues to get better, so that's good to see. We need to take Hannibal Bear-kas here and go relieve this siege. Refused. We do have the invocation of Urson going right now, which is helpful. And we've got a little bit of time here, I think, because that's fairly defensible. We can construct an outpost. One of these places. Oh, it shows us the recruitable units. I need to be paying more attention to that. Ooh, they got some decent units here. Look at this. They got Streltsy, Kassars, Zargard. We should definitely build it to Zoishink. So let's construct an outpost there. I didn't check our money to see whether we had enough, but we don't, then I should have paid more attention. Looks like we can get a trade agreement here and a military alliance, and then let's balance this offer. So they're willing to pay me some cash for it. All right, perfect. Oh, they'll confederate with us. Is that worth it though? It may not survive a long time, but I almost feel like I'd be better off. Let's take a look at that settlement. Yeah, it's just the single settlement there, so probably not worth it. Better off to trade with them, I think, for the moment. We're winning the race towards confederating the Great Orthodoxy anyway. Nothing to be concerned about there. Did I have an agent out closing portals? Let's take a look at that real quick. Looks like I did. And he's out of movement points on this turn, so on the next turn we'll be able to do it. So I do believe it's time for us to end a turn. That's right, I've got another Frost Maiden about to come out of the Ice Court as well, so we'll be able to go close the portals to try and reduce the amount of corruption and mess we're gonna get. They want me to join a war. I'm not gonna do that right now. So the demons are attacking our Kislevite friends. Hopefully they can hold out. Longer the better. Right, faction destroyed. Oh, that's great. We have a Nurgle army just come out of the portal. That is exactly what I wanted to happen. How did they know? That is actually really bad for us. No surrender. If they attack me, I mean, there's a decent chance I could defend there. I have a problem now, which is I don't know if I can make it past the Nurgle army. I stand for Kislev. To get to relieve that siege, and then I would need the forces here to help defend against the Nurgle army. I gave an attack order for these guys to come back, and it looks like they're on mission, so let's hope they can do it. Maybe they'll get back in time to help me. I mean, it's not the end of the world if I lose that settlement. I'd rather not. Patriarch of Kislev. But we'll live. All right, let's close that rift. It's not good. A demon army popped out of there too. Let's make sure Hell Pit is building defenses. Right. Our agent is going to be out of the Ice Court in one turn, and then she can close that Slanesh rift there. Everybody's got top tier defenses in that area, so that's good. So I think I'm going to take this agent, head west here, and close this portal for our allies. Spread the Great Orthodoxy. And let's see. Go ahead and build this and pick up a little bit more cash and growth. Blast. Might as well just build some of this stuff, I think. Watch that Slaneshi army come in and tear all this down. That would make me sad. Alright, let's go ahead and build it. I don't know what else to do with Hannibal Bear-kas other than just wait at this point, because I can't face the Nurgle army in the open, and I can't risk going past it. If he attacks me, we'd be in trouble. So let's end our turn and just see what we can do. Got Zarina making her way through the disgusting pox plains of Nurgle. It's going to be 3 or 4, maybe 5 more turns before we get to the first objective there, and then we got to make it back to the Plague Lord's Palace. Hey, speaking of which, today, I apologize. A quick reminder today, I was typically streaming at this time, but I'm recording videos instead. I'm going to be recording these campaign videos without cinematic battles because it takes a ton of extra time, and I just do not have that time tonight. I figured you all would rather have one episode without the cinematic battles rather than have to wait an extra day or two to get an episode at all. Because I am out of town this weekend and I just have very limited time to record before I leave. And when I get back, I'll be able to do some, but I wanted to get as much done as possible before I left. So forgive me for not having the cinematic battles. I know you all like those. They will come back as soon as I'm back home in a better position to have more time to record, okay? So fear not. Fear not. It looks like Slaanesh is confederating people we've got to settle in. Okay, well, Nurgle came and sieged me. This is actually good, because I'm pretty sure now we can destroy this Nurgle army, because I get the benefit of having my settlement garrison with me. Yeah, it even knows we're going to win this pretty decisively. Not a lot of point in fighting this, since my recording time is limited. Let's just go ahead and wreck this guy. And the replenishment is going to do very little. So I guess I'll just take the cash. All right, so cash it is. Picked up a Helm of Discord. That's a pretty nice pickup, actually. Got 3 skill points. Passive ability, augment. Melee defense plus 14 duration. Enabled if hit points less than 50%. It gets a lot stronger when he's under half. That sounds pretty good. And then I feel like we should do Iron Presence and then buff our Cassars because we've got a lot of them.
A symbol of my unparalleled authority.
So, are our allies going to come back? Fair question. I don't know the answer to said question. I'm going to take Hannibal Bear-kas and start marching this way and see if we can get within range. So you reward the ones so we can get the Heroic Resilience or a Boon for All. Let's do Boon for All because I don't know if this guy's ever going to hit the battlefield. Whereas I know the growth is going to be handy.
Strength through faith.
Tender the replenishment of this Slaaneshi army.
Allowed by my God.
Follower gained. Alright, we succeeded. That's good. And leveled up in the process. I'll pour that point into Specialist. Make us better at completing agent actions. Our Frost Maiden should have been finished recruiting. Right? Right? Where is she? I guess we actually have to hit recruit her. Yeah, okay. Here's our Frost Maiden. Go ahead and recruit her.
Maiden of the Frosts.
She comes out with 4 skill points. Let's start off with Assassinate and Specialist. We're gonna use her on the campaign map for a little bit to build up some skill points. Let's go close that portal. I need to close this Nurgle portal up here, but don't really have the means to do it. I know you can use your army to close it, by the way, but the army that we would have to fight with the army I have would probably beat us if I attempted it. Oh great, Norscans and Katarin's got a plague. Darn it.
It is our responsibility to
Yeah, I'll take a military alliance. Especially if you can help me relieve that siege, which you haven't done yet, by the way. Love to get your help there. They haven't showed up yet. Is Zarina taking attrition?
born to rule.
She is not taking attrition while she's in that stance, but we gotta fight our way through here.
They will fall.
Now this should be a great bear baiting opportunity, so let's fight this battle and win. All right, the battle is underway, and I've got my bear baiting squad set up in the back. This map is actually not ideal for bear baiting because of the strange terrain, but you know, we'll make do. We'll make do. I'm gonna slow all of the approaching units in that vicinity. Oh, they got some toads rushing out. Let's see if we can bait them back.
It is my path.
I love it when units rush ahead and get too hasty. Makes me quite happy. They're not far away from the support range of our units, so bear baiting 101. About to give you all another good example. These units are dumb enough to continue the chase, which they might be. Gosh darn, I love war sleds. They are such a cool unit. It's like a scythe chariot, got guns. And things just really don't get much better, folks. They really don't. Let's use Gust of True Flight to improve the range of our Streltsy. And let's break these two units up to give our Streltsy a better line of sight. There we go. The Ice Guard are opening fire. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at the carnage. I love bear baiting. It is just such an effective strategy for Kislev. You get to maximize all that beautiful missile damage that Kislev brings to the table. It is lovely. So they're gonna try and melee my sleds, but that is not gonna go well for them. Our Streltsy are cutting a gaping hole through the Nurglings. That is going to be the end of their rot flies. They've got more plague toads coming in. Fall back here. Let's see if we can get the attention of these plague toads right here. Charge them. Yeah, this will be good. I'll charge those plague toads. Wow, they are getting smoked. All right, we need our sleds. Go ahead and bring the sleds back out because we got infantry on the way. So group 1, move up. You all come interrupt these pox riders. Sorry, I need to get a spell off here. There, let's slow the approach. So we can get the charge off and hopefully stop that unit charging altogether. Yep, there we go. And see, once you get rid of the heavier mass units, you can just take your sleds and start grinding over the top of the infantry. Because infantry is very, very susceptible to sled damage, so you charge them and then you just move on. Charge, move on, charge, move on. Let's take our Ice Guards and start targeting Beast of Nurgle. So once you charge and bust through the infantry, you turn around and give them another. However, there's an Exalted Plague Bearer of Nurgle over here, and you really don't want those units using their missile weapons, so I suggest that they become the object of your charge. Got some magic to dish out here, and then with Tsarina Katarin, I'm gonna go ahead and do a Heart of Winter right here. Start chewing our way through some of those units. We killed one. Let's go. Healing there.
Sons of Kislev!
Okay, let's get the sleds on the move again.
They die!
Yeah, let's do a little bit of healing here. Alright, that Heart of Winter was pretty effective. I don't want to lose any sleds, so I'm going to back up and let my missiles do their work. Heart of Winter cleared out a lot of Nurgle's units there. And I'll just kind of sit back with my sleds and let some missile fire come in. Got Lore of Heavens this time. I don't know if the Nurglings are going to be alive long enough for that to be a thing. Look at the Streltsy, though. They've got open range here. Up the range and reload there. And let's throw down a Hawks of Miska here.
The power of winter.
A little bit too late, but that's okay. Oh, she miscast. Wow, she took some damage in that fight. Whoops.
I am the school.
A lot of friendly fire going on right there now, too. Hey, easy, easy, easy. Don't hit our own gal here. I should have used Crystal Palace. I don't know if I've unlocked it yet, though. All right. Good victory. So that was a kill ratio of over 200 to 1, folks. This is why I tell you to bear bait, okay? Just listen. Now, I know that we don't need a ton of replenishment, and there's a fair amount of cash here, but I do want to go ahead and replenish because we have a plague.
Send them to the
And I don't know whether the replenishment will work. No, it does end up working well, so I'm really fortunate there. No, we can't reach it all on this turn end anyway. All right, so we'll wait, and on the next turn we can make our way over there. Things are going good. Take a look at what we want to do next with Norscans and Katarin. We did the Heart of Winter. We want Arcane Conduit for sure, and we want to upgrade Crystal Sanctuary.
My rule grows absolute.
Now that is looking nice. And our Frost Maiden is looking really good here. We do still have Swift Wing. I'm gonna go with Scouting for now, and speaking of, I'll need to look at some of my magical items and see how we're doing. Mortality, Warbear. Stating Charge, Enduring. Let's finish Fervor. I really like the extra weapon damage. He's got an anti-large here though too, which is great. Okay. So things looking good for Norscans and Katarin this turn. We finished our research. And what research was it? Okay, it was Breach Loaders that we did. Looks like we're working on... Oh, we haven't picked one yet. So chance of a plague spreading. I'm gonna go ahead and do that because plagues become a nightmare later in a Kislev campaign. Like an absolute nightmare. So I want to do anything I can to reduce plagues. Norsca gave up on the siege, which is great news for me. The movement range on those guys look like not good enough to make it back. So see, now I can get Patchy over here and help garrison the settlement, and then they've been healing their garrison, so this is really good. Things have really shaken out well for us here. Let's get this rift closed. So it'll stop spreading all this corruption and enemy armies into our territory. See, like this one may bypass our enemies and just come for us at help hit, which is great, right? That's always what you want. Let's see if we can wound this enemy agent. Yep. Wow, we got lucky there. That was great. Point and wound. Wounding enemy agents will stop them from spreading their corruption everywhere and kind of making a mess of things, but probably gonna have a Slaneshi army come out of that. No buildings to build, except for maybe improving casualty replenishment rate. Allied recruitment is expensive outside of friendly territory. Sarah Spears. It helps provide a garrison for them. Allied recruitment and a garrison. Okay, alright, let's see here. End our turn. See what we end up with.
Let us discuss stately affairs.
Yeah, let us discuss. Joining wars? No thanks, but soon enough. Soon enough, we shall join some wars. It looks like the dwarves of Krakadrak must have gotten beat down, which means that my northern buffer is gone, which means that, folks, it is only a matter of time before we run into endless doom stacks of demons. Now, it says we're gonna lose this battle. I'm not sure I agree with that. Got a lot of archers. Like, a lot. Let's see what happens. Okay, the battle is underway. They are charging in. I'm hoping that got enough missiles stacked up here to be able to just hold these guys long enough to kind of finish them all off. I'm gonna have to start turning units. They got some Marauder champions that just came in at me. I'm gonna use this ability on these Marauder champions. Actually, I can get all of them right there. Perfect. Let's start shooting at those hunters. Let's shoot at that cavalry. Obviously, my archers are not going to last a very long time in melee. We just need to try and delay and win. That leadership debuff is pretty solid. It's almost enough for us to rout those guys. I say almost because unfortunately it wasn't quite enough. Putting up a decent fight. Don't know if we can win. I'm going to keep giving it a shot. Got those horses. Let's take out more. Almost finished off those marauders with great weapons. I'm going to try and stay on top of them here. I'll throw in another unit there just to kind of hold them in melee. Start firing there and there. We're doing okay against those Marauder champions. Drove them off right now. We can start targeting their leader here. Starting to have some progress. Some progress. We can hold these Marauder champions. That'd be... Oh, I've got the Helm of Discord too. Let's do that. Debuff them. Oh yeah, yeah, that leader's getting shredded right now. He's standing real still in that fight. He's just absorbing archer fire very nicely. Start targeting here. Alright, their leader is about to give in and die. We won this flank. Those Marauder champions are still barely alive right here. We're gonna win. It's gonna be a bit of an ugly win, but we're gonna win. So these archers, as I kind of expected they would, they're gonna be dishing out a lot of damage over time because the Norscans just won't be able to kill them fast enough. They had a way to kill them faster, maybe a different story there, but without a way to kill us faster, the archers will do their damage. And the damage will be pretty extreme. Cassars really have pretty decent missile strength. They're kind of akin to like Jade crossbows, honestly, right now. There we go. So an ugly victory, but a victory, and we'll take it. Unit replenishment. Yeah, let's go ahead and take the unit replenishment. It's not much, but
Work until you die.
we should be able to get to our settlement and start recruiting some reinforcements. Go ahead and arrange an accident, I guess. Does our ally mobilize against an army? But I needed you there earlier.
All cold is bad. Boya.
So Hannibal Bear-kas gets his first battle victory there. And grab him a warhorse. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do firing drills. Grab him a warhorse so he can move around the battlefield a little quicker. Need to get him into our settlement here.
I accept
protect
only
it.
loyalty.
Let's see. Global recruitment.
I demand absolute loyalty. I reject any who
I'll
crave
grab some more archers here. Might be able to put a couple of sleds in his army and actually make this thing fairly good for being relatively cheap, all things considered. All right, with Norscans and Katarin, we need to make our way over here to seek immunity.
March for Kislev.
Gonna leave us open to some attrition, but we'll live. All right, a chance to fight at the Mansion of the Plague Lord. I'm gonna go ahead and double back this way. We'll probably have another plague army pop up in front of us. Next turn, we have closed the portals. We killed a couple of enemy agents. There's another enemy agent up here. We can't take a shot at her this turn because we just succeeded, which means that our chances will be too low.
Maiden of the
Close the
Frost.
Slaneshi Rift, our Frost Maiden, and then we can send this Frost Maiden to help Hannibal Bear-kas. Close the rift. Awesome. Rift closed, and there's only one more up here, and it's the Nurgle Rift that we'll probably have another army fall out of before we... In Nurgle Rift, like a Nurgle army coming out of that rift, isn't it like a trans-dimensional butt taking a crap, right? When the Nurgle army comes out. I think that's a pretty good way to explain it or to envision it. I think it works. Oh boy.
All Kislev
So
stands
some
united
successful
beneath my
battles
rule.
and
No.
some good progress here. Really, we're just kind of holding our territory. There's not really any territory that needs to be gained at the moment. We're kind of just turtling, and we'll expand once we're in a better position to do so. There's just, like I said, not a lot of reason to do it at the moment. What does this look like? They have quite a few reinforcements, but I got a pretty decent garrison here, plus everything else. We got 2 Zargard. Even have some Kosovite dervishes, so I'm pretty sure we can win this one handily. Let's go ahead and fight it. All right, the battle's underway. They're gonna have to wait on reinforcements, so at this point, I would do well to move forward and get these guys engaged. Here's some of the Zargard I have. Really cool looking units. And then we've got some of our armored Kassars with great weapons. Those are also really cool looking units. I'd love to see some tabletop models for these Kislev units. That would be absolutely great. All right, so we are moving up. I am not quite in range of the enemy force yet, so let's get them in range.
In Kislev's name!
Start unleashing on them. Their reinforcements are a minute out, which means that we can put some serious and significant hurt on these Marauder champions. Some of the reinforcements are going to come from behind us, but they are also still over a minute out. So I'm thinking we want to kill this stuff in front of us, and then push forward further, kill the reinforcements coming in from that side, and then turn and get the stuff that's coming from behind us. Yeah, these guys are going to get absolutely smashed with missile fire. Almost like the Persian army over here with my Kislevites, blotting out what little sun shines in the land of Kislev as it is. Oh my gosh, the skybox is absolutely beautiful. CA, yes! I'll just give this game some more optimization and it'll be in beautiful shape. Yeah, these guys are getting ruined. I don't know what they're doing, not charging me, but I am more than happy to just sit back and watch these guys soak up missiles beyond number. Push up even more, get absolutely everything into range. So that there's one of their Marauder champion. Those are Marauder champion units. Those were not cheap units. All right, here comes the reinforcements. Too significant from that side. I think their larger reinforcing army may be coming from behind me, though I'm not 100% sure. All right, their Marauder champions are finally going to charge me. I'm gonna use this. Takes away leadership and speed. Bigger. Just overall gonna hurt. Kislev has all kinds of slowing and, you know, like debuffs and stuff like that. Ooh, the armored Kassars gonna rip into that Marauder chieftain. And he is gonna call it quits before that even gets started. And we got another Marauder chieftain. Yeah, he's on a chariot. Good, he's headed straight towards us. That's the exact wrong kind of strategy, and I'm all here for it. We're getting charged from behind as well. I'm gonna just turn around and shoot this guy with a bunch of archers. Just ignore him. Alright, the chariot is gonna go down, and then the rest of their forces are approaching slowly from behind, so yeah, we're good. This guy is gonna get ruined. I've turned a whole bunch of archers to start firing at him, so it's not gonna take long for him to be off the battlefield. Alright, and now these berserkers are gonna just be kind of walking right into the loving arms of my forces. The not so loving arms of my forces, I guess the way we'll say it. It looks like they're maybe trying to get together through reinforcements.
Kislev's true power! It is right.
Okay. All right, how's that guy still alive?
Hearts of ice!
We've got to stop
Burn into power!
these berserkers. Slow them down.
Kossars!
Somehow that Marauder chieftain's still alive, but probably not for much longer.
Fire repositioning!
Take that Boyer. I was kind of using him for a little bit of bait. I'm not gonna leave him there though.
My authority!
Somehow that chieftain is still alive over here. Just routed. Okay. Now we're in good shape. Reinforcements are still a ways behind us. So I'm gonna keep my archers focusing their fire over here. Oh yeah, looking good. Looking real good. Just overwhelming firepower. Not the exact type of firepower that we have in Norscans and Katarin's army, but still it is firepower. And firepower is where Kislev does its best. You can see that is absolutely the case right now. So even cheap firepower with enough numbers is still firepower, folks. So don't underestimate it whenever you're building your second Kislev army. Just use a bunch of cheap archers. Okay, so solid victory for us there. That's going to gain us supporters too because we're taking down Chaos. We picked up a Dawnstone too. That is a nice pickup for Hannibal Bear-kas. We could do unit replenishment, which would be pretty good. The money is pretty weak, so let's do the unit replenishment.
Unpaid laborers.
Ace Nurgle army comes pouring out of that rift, which it very well could. Dawnstone. That is good stuff, folks. Let's take a look.
Boyar.
All right, Hannibal Bear-kas levels up. We can finish firing drills, which now we are going to have extra 6 melee defense with our Cassars, and their reload time reduction is by nearly 10%. So that is pretty great. Aslunged. I'm gonna go ahead and give him Route Marcher.
With this, my rule
We're about to have some more troops in his army. Our settlements up here are safe. So things are looking quite positive. That is going to be all the time I have. So remember, couldn't do the cinematic battles this time, and I'm also time strapped, so these aren't going to be particularly long episodes. But you get an episode rather than getting nothing, and I do hope you all enjoyed it. I love making this content for you all, and I cannot wait to be back and to make you more. Heir of Carthage signing out for now, except for one last thing. Yep, see, Zarina Katarin needs to go and take on these Nurgle forces, so I'm gonna save it right here. We'll pick it up next time by fighting Toxfarter, the Decayer of Worlds, and I can imagine with him farting that would be the truth.